All right, Sandra, some sad news to report to you just in to Fox. Fleetwood Mac founding member, singer, songwriter, keyboard player Christine McVie has passed away at the age of 79. She originally joined Fleetwood Mac back in the year 1970 during the Peter Green days when Fleetwood Mac was more of a blues band than anything. Of course, they exploded onto the North American scene in 1977 with their album Rumors, a retooled Fleetwood Mac that also included Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. She has been, one of the leading voices of Fleetwood Mac for all of these years, and we are sad to report that she has passed away now at the age of 79. I remember, Sandra, when I was a disc jockey at a top 40 radio station in Toronto, Canada, when Rumors came out, and You Make Love and Fun was the first single off of that album, and it just blew everything else off of the charts. Yeah. What an incredible record that was.
Beautiful to see the band performing there, and the band announced her death on social media and has issued a statement saying, quote, "There are no words to describe our sadness at the passing of Christine McVie. She was truly one of a kind, special and talented beyond measure. She was the best musician anyone could have in their band and the best friend anyone could have in their life. Individually and together, we cherish Christine deeply and are thankful for the amazing memories we have. She will be so very missed." Signed, the band Fleetwood Mac. John, so sad to see her passing.
It really is. And, there was an incredible story about the band in the documentary Sound City, which is about the famous recording studio in Los Angeles. Dave Grohl bought the Neve console out of that, Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, and took it back up to his house north of there. And Mick Fleetwood, who's the drummer of the band, was over looking for some band members after the Peter Green Fleetwood Mac broke up. And the guys who ran Sound City said, well, we've got a couple of people who are down the hall who are trying to record some solo material. Well, there's actually two of them, but they were trying to record some material. And Mick Fleetwood went down the hall and listened in, and he thought he heard something very magical coming out of the control room. And it turned out that the two people who were in Sound City recording at the time when Mick Fleetwood was there were Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. And he said, I need to have them in my band. That's when they recorded Rumors, and that's when the retooled Fleetwood Mac really exploded on the North American scene.
Yeah, we just read the statement coming from the band Fleetwood Mac itself. Her family, McVie's family, also has issued a statement following a short illness, the family said. She has passed. She was in the company of her family. We kindly ask that you respect the family's privacy at this extremely painful time, and we would like everyone to keep Christine in their hearts and remember the life of an incredible human being and revered musician who was loved universally. Rest in peace, Christine McVie. So the family saying their goodbyes and confirming that she passed while suffering from a short illness in the hospital, John.
It really is amazing when you stop for a moment to think about how much time has gone by. Because the music itself is timeless. You listen to classic rock radio stations and they've still got Fleetwood Mac on high rotation. But it was 52 years ago that she initially joined Fleetwood Mac. It was some 45 years ago that the Rumors album was released. And you never think about people like Christine McVie suddenly being almost 80 years old. But it's like Kenny Chesney saying 100 years goes faster than you think. And people who were in their late 20s or early 30s when the music inspired a generation, suddenly they turn around and they're up there in age, and then they're passing away, and it really is sad to see her go. She was a real force. She was a giant talent.
And responsible for some of the band's absolute biggest hits, right? And she joined the band in 1970, as you were mentioning, John. And as you say, she inspired a generation. You think about it, it's 2022, and there are so many young people today who discovered that they love Fleetwood Mac. And, I mean, their legacy, it's incredible, really. They've reached so many people over the decades that they've been performing.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks was always thought sort of to be the star, and there's Stevie Nicks as the star of Fleetwood Mac, but it's Christine McVie who sang lead vocals on Go Your Own Way.